Hey, all right, lesbian dial-a-date, mere seconds away. Pretty cool of Joe Piscopo to just drop in.
Amazing.
Announcing his engagement.
On this show.
And she claimed the last time she was here that she's never made love to another guy except for Joe.
That's right.
Yeah. I tried to make love to her on the set, but I figured maybe Joel would... Then he'd consider her fouled.
Yeah, he would have broken the engagement had you gotten her,
Yeah, I think so. You know, she didn't look pregnant.
Oh, geez.
I don't know.
That's what you think's going on?
I don't know, man. Oh, she's beautiful. He could never do better than
He
her.
says he proposed at 3 o'clock in the morning. I wonder where he hid the ring.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, comedy's strongest man, Joe Piscopo.
Hey, he lifted you.
He lifted me up and almost broke my rib cage just because I went to French his girlfriend. Very nice.
Steroids work.
Are you ready to do groundbreaking? What?
You know what happened? He called up here and said he had to come right over there. Had a big surprise, and we were all excited. He thought he was coming with Eddie Murphy. He said, yeah, we got engaged. And we were like,
He doesn't know Eddie Murphy. How can he do that?
He knows Eddie Murphy like I know Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, I see him on the screen. That's where Joe sees him.
The only way he could bring Eddie Murphy here is if he was driving him.
That used to be Joe's best friend. All right, come on. You ready for some groundbreaking television?
Yes, I am now.
I'm going to be Howard Lang. All right? So call me Howard Lang when we're on set.
I have to call you by your full name.
It's time for Lesbian Dial-A-Date.
Yeah.
Do it.
And now, Lesbian Dating Game with your host, Howard Lang.
Where's my camera? Thank you. Thank you. Where is my camera? Who am I playing to? I'm on camera?
You're on camera.
Oh, hey. How you doing? This is a lot of pressure. It is, Robin. This is a lot of pressure.
I have faith in you.
Let me
Let's
tell
do
you, first of all, Bachelorette number 1 is a 29-year-old legal secretary and a beach bunny. You're a beach bunny? You are, yeah? Are you guys nervous or what?
Little.
Hey, calm down. Hey, you're lesbians. Relax. Lesbians, man, you got nice legs. It's cute. You sure you don't go for guys?
Positive.
Okay. You're a 29-year-old legal secretary and a beach bunny. You dig Sinead O'Connor, romantic dinners, soft candlelight. Please welcome Linda Bagdon. Yes, bachelor number 2 from Philly. Holy cow, look at you. You look like a guy, for Christ's sake.
You don't have to ask her if she's a lesbian.
Yeah, you're a lesbian. I would have known that right away. You've almost achieved looking like a guy. You two attracted to her?
She's beautiful.
She really is?
You realize, look at those eyes.
You guys go for each other? Hey, have any of you gotten attracted to each other, any of the other contestants?
Not yet.
Not yet? None of you guys would make it with each other?
We didn't say that.
Who would you make it with on the panel?
Not that anybody.
Anyone? Really? Holy cow. Very nice. Bachelor number 2 is from Philly, Pennsylvania, 27-year-old tattooed motorcyclist who is currently drumming a rock band called Luna Chicks. Her idea of the perfect night is to see a great band, go dancing at a club, then retire to her swinging pad with her erotic collection of toys and harnesses. What do? You like to beat up women and stuff?
No, not at all. But I have a lot of toys, so anything they want, I'm pretty well can satisfy their needs.
Really? Looks like a guy. But you like being the man, right?
Not all the time.
Really? Oh, interesting. Now, Bachelorette number 3. Hey, I go for you. You really sure you're a lesbo?
I can go for you, too.
You really? Oh, you can go both ways? Bachelor number 3 goes both ways. Her first lesbian experience was when her 2 gay roommates gave themselves to her as a birthday surprise. She prefers dark, exotic women, water sports, and is dying to kiss Robin all over.
Everywhere.
Interestingly, you wore your lowest cut top that I've ever seen you wear.
Did you know I was
Tell you the
coming?
truth. What?
Did you know I was coming?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, can't that jacket come off, Bachelorette number 3? Can't we see you with that jacket off?
No.
Oh, come on, please, come on. Jacket, please. Please. Yeah. What are you wearing?
Any clothes?
All right, now.
I'm glad like this
You are wild. And now let's...
Dating game.
Yeah, this is wild already.
When I was growing up.
Now, Robin, our contestant, the woman who will ask all the questions.
Yes, who is the lucky lesbian?
She's from Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. This motorcycling lesbian, an accomplished musician and mechanic, likes ballroom dancing and restoring antique cars. Let's welcome Shelly Hanna. Shelly? Yes, take a seat, Shelly, right there. Don't look at the other girls.
I will not.
All right. Now, you strike me as more of a butch kind of lesbian.
It depends on the day, I guess, and the weather.
Do you like a more feminine woman?
Not really, no.
I see. You like more like yourself, like a butch kind.
Well, I don't like girls at all. Well, what color nail polish am I wearing today?
I see. That's very
There's
interesting.
enough mousse in my hair. No, thank you.
Are you prepared to play gay, lesbian, dial-a-date?
Yes. Yes.
How old were you when you knew you were a lesbian?
5.
You were 5 years old?
Yeah.
And how old were you when you had your first lesbian experience?
Either 13 or 15. If I was 13, it was probably so bad I never remembered it. And 15, I remember.
So you've never made love to a man?
Well, I never said that.
Oh, you have made love to men?
Well, that's what made me stay with women, I guess.
Really? And you never were married?
What was the revelation at 5 that made her know she was a lesbian?
How does one know?
Well, I guess it must have been, I had this Barbie doll, and I brought it over to my mom, and I said, you know, can I get a breast reduction for her? Because I kept buying G.I. Joe clothes for her. And, you know, so that was kind of like a hint.
You know, that Barbie doll is one of the worst things our society could ever have made. It has led to more lesbianism. Listen, we got to take a break. We'll be back, and we'll see Lesbian Dial-A-Date. Don't go away. Everybody loves it. Hey, it's Howard Lang here on the Lesbian Dial-A-Date. Robin, this is great.
Dating game, Howard. There's no dialing in this game.
Well, whatever. Dating game, dial-a-date. I'm nervous, okay? Let me tell you, I would make love to any of these 3 contestants, my darling. I would make love to any of these 3. And believe me, I'd convert you to loving men. If I got a hold of you, especially you, number 1, with your legs and everything like that, believe me, if I got a hold of you, you'd love it.
I don't think
Number 3, I could convert you. And number 2, forget about it. You never would want me.
convert you.
You wouldn't want me. All 3 of them are gorgeous. That's all I will tell you. All right, they're all beautiful. What's your? Who do you like? Who's like an ideal woman for you?
Oh.
Who do you like
Who do
the
you
best?
fantasize about?
Who do you really think about? Tell the truth.
Barbara Bush.
No, come on. Who do you really? Don't try to be funny.
I don't know.
Who do you
Really?
think about when you're sitting there messing around with
Actress,
your?
let's say.
Big actress.
Oh, the one that was on Pretty Woman. I don't know her name.
Julia Roberts.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, number 1, let me ask you. Let me ask a couple of questions, and you'll ask a couple of questions. Number 1, if you're on a desert island, and Julia Roberts, Jane Fonda, or Julie Brown could be in that island with you, who would you go for?
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts as well, huh? The other and what would you do? You would just put the moves on her and make love to her? Is she a fantasy woman of yours?
No.
What about you, number 2?
What's the
Jane
choice
Fonda,
again?
Julia Roberts, and Julie Brown.
I would want Jane Fonda because she's older and probably has more experience.
More experience in that area. And what about you, number 3?
I'd want Julie Brown, but she'd have to wear a bag. I just like the body.
Just like the body and not the face. No. Well, that's certainly understandable. Do you have a question for the ladies?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
The question is, I'm taking you home to meet my parents for the first time, and my mother comes on to you. How would you handle it?
Number 1, how would you handle her mother coming on to you? Would you go along with that?
It would depend on what her mother looked like.
Oh, that's certainly responsible. You would actually, in other words, you're saying that if her mother was attractive, you would get it on with her. What's with you, lesbians? Have you no morality? Have you no, I mean, seriously.
What about monogamy?
What about that, huh? Number 2, what about you? What would you do?
I think I would tell her that I was flattered and then politely get out of that house fast.
Number 3, what about you? Number 3, would you just take off your jacket, please?
No,
I want to see what
I
you're wearing
can't.
under there.
I can't.
You won't. Why is that? Why won't you take off your jacket?
Just won't.
You just won't. Well, all right.
What would you do with Mom?
I would take both mom and daughter.
Oh.
You would take both mom and daughter. Now, how many, now, number 1, what about your first lesbian experience? How old were you?
17.
You were 17. Now, how did it happen? Where were you?
How did it was a friend of my my ex-boyfriend.
What were you wearing at the time when you met her?
Jeans.
Jeans?
And no top.
Tank top? Were you wearing a tank top?
No, probably a sweatshirt.
You were wearing a sweatshirt. And you were over there, you were having a party? Was that it?
No, I just...
You were just home?
Over her house.
You were
yeah.
over her house. And her parents weren't home?
No, her